a touchdown for Longview!
Third quarter touchdown. Now in the fourth quarter, and Longview keeps coming. Eric Harris on a keeper, and the Lobos take the lead for the first time. Johnson later followed with his second touchdown. Johnson goes 28 yards as the Lobos win 28-22 over John Tyler. The Pine Tree Pirates are also 6-0, playing Nacogdoches last week, and Rodney Jones gives the Pirates a first quarter lead. This is late in the second quarter, and Jones scores again. There was more in the second half. Quarterback Jeff Hayes throwing a touchdown pass, and the Pirates down Nacogdoches 23-7. Tonight, a showdown for the District 13 5A championship as the Longview Lobos face the Pine Tree Pirates.
Live from Pirate Stadium in Longview, it's the District 13 5A championship game between the Longview Lobos and the Pine Tree Pirates.
Hello again, everyone. Jerry Gumbert along with Miles Taylor. We apologize for the technical difficulties we've had. It's been raining on and off since about 6 o'clock tonight. The rain, however, has stopped, and it appears that our technical difficulties have been solved, and we expect just a great football game tonight. This is a sellout crowd at Pirate Stadium. Just under 8,000 people have packed here to watch the Longview Lobos take on the Pine Tree Pirates. Along with me here is Miles Taylor, who will be doing the color commentary. And Miles, I know you're excited as I am.
It is going to be a tremendous game. We've got some good seats up here, best seats in the house, and the rain, as you said, has subsided. Should be a pretty good ball game. The field looks like it's in good shape. Two good offenses here tonight, two good quarterbacks, two good running backs, and we might see a field goal win this thing tonight. Two good kicking teams, and right now Longview coming on the field, and we're ready. The fans are ready. We expect a good one.
You know, Miles, I think everyone expected Longview to be here, but this was supposed to be a rebuilding year for Pine Tree, and here they are with a chance tonight to win the district championship.
Those young men last year laid a good foundation, as the teams before them had, but once we got into the winning side of the column there, I think that will carry over because our players, the younger ones, saw that we could line up there and play football with anyone in our district. We had no idea last August that it might turn out like this. We had hopes that it would, but with the young team that we had and the inexperience and not much depth in the situation, we just didn't know. Depending on how fast they matured and developed, and gosh, they've come a million miles since that first day in August.
I'm excited. I get excited this time every year, but I think I'm a little more excited maybe this year because we do have some potential. This team we lost our first ball game, and now for 8 weeks in a row we've gotten better, and every week they've played better, and I think they're going to keep on doing that.
You know, there's a lot of similarities between these two teams. One of them is how they line up offensively, and we'll talk about that and more from Pirate Stadium here in Longview in just a moment. Okay, we're just a couple of minutes away from the opening kickoff, Miles. Again, both teams come into this ball game with perfect 6-0 district records. Pine Tree with a 6-game win streak, Longview with an 8-game win streak. And again, the Lobos haven't lost a football game since September 2nd when they opened their season at home against Fort Worth Eastern Hills. We expect two high-powered offenses tonight, Miles, and we also have the district's top two running backs here.
Rodney Jones for Pine Tree leads the district with 1,003 yards, and right behind him is Joe Johnson with 942 yards. Johnson also leads the district in touchdowns with 13 and yards per carry 6.3. They hold the key, I think, to tonight's game. Whoever has the best game tonight, I think, will probably go a long way in deciding who wins tonight's game.
Okay, the Longview Lobos have won the toss. They have elected to receive. In fact, they have declined the option. We'll correct ourselves right away. They have declined the option. Pine Tree will receive. So kicking off for the Longview Lobos will be number 31, Steve Blasky. And back deep for the Pine Tree Pirates is number 2, Rodney Jones. number 11, Jimmy McMullen, and number 14, Derek Hunt. This ball game is just seconds away from getting underway. Longview with the number 1 offense in the district. Pine Tree is number 2, and this again is for the District 13 5A championship. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties. They resulted with a power failure here at the stadium, and probably consequent due to the rain. And this ball game is underway. Steve Blaskey's kick is a pretty long one, goes into the end zone. And number 11, Jimmy McMullen, who's the only two-way starter on this Pine Tree club, will down it there. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Pine Tree Pirates at the 20-yard line. The Pirates coming off a win against Nacogdoches last week. Longview beat John Tyler 28-22 to set this ball game up. And here we go with the first play from scrimmage. Jeff Hayes is the quarterback, and Hayes will hand it off to his halfback, Kenny Jones. Jones goes across the 25-yard line and is brought down by number 72, Enos Brown. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Pine Tree offense for right now. The backs and receivers include Jeff Hayes, the quarterback, then the 2 halfbacks, Rodney Jones and Kenny Jones. Jay Tommy is the wingback, and the split end is Jimmy McMullen. Up front, the tight end, number 42, Sid Norwood. McKay, Alexander, McLaughlin is the center. Elder, the sophomore, is at left guard. And number 76, Randy Humphrey, is the left tackle. It'll bring up a 2nd and 4 for the Pine Tree Pirates, and they give it to Jones again, and this time he's hit hard and brought down maybe for a yard loss. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by the middle linebacker, Mike Buffins, the 187-pound senior.
You know, both teams would like to establish a ball control offense, and that means Joe Johnson running for Longview and Rodney Jones for Pine Tree. And Longview, I'm sure, is going to be keen on Jones because he's the man they've got to stop.
They say Jones got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's 3rd and 4 from the 26-yard line. Option, and they give it to Kenny this time, and he is stopped, and that'll bring up a punting situation for the Pine Tree Pirates. Stopped by number 52, Derwin Moore, the defensive end for the Longview Lobos. Punting for Pine Tree will be number 12, Mike Bryce. And a 2 back deep for Longview, Charles Smith, number 17, and number 25, Leon Hendricks. 4th and 3, and the Pirates will punt. 10:21 to play in the opening quarter, and Bryce gets a good kickoff. This will be Hendricks. There'll be a flag on the play. The ball is loose, finally knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line, but a definite penalty situation for the Pine Tree Pirates is Hendricks never had a chance to catch the football.
That's exactly what the call will be. Pine Tree hit a little bit too early, and that'll go against the Pirates. Here's the replay now. Watch it. It's Hendricks looking to catch and hit it immediately, and the ball squirts loose, and that's obviously a penalty against Pirates. That'll put Longview in good field position on their first offensive possession. A good defensive series a second ago by them. Whoever can get out of the starting box well will be a factor too. Longview, of course, would like to score very early, and that's going to be a key. Whoever can get on the board early is probably going to have a good chance of winning this football game.
A team like the Pine Tree Pirates does not want to give the yardage to Longview like it just happened. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Pine Tree 40-yard line when they come to the line of scrimmage. 10:11 to play in the first quarter. Longview lines up in the I formation. Eric Harris, number 4, is the quarterback. There's a man in motion. That's Mike Buffins. It gives to the tailback, Johnson, and Johnson gets about 4 yards before being brought down by the cornerback, Darren Hunt.